Let me paint a picture for you. You're sitting across from someone you really like. There's no pretense, no awkward silences, just this effortless vibe. You're laughing, sharing stories, and for a split second, you catch them looking at you like they can't believe you're actually real. It's that moment when you realize you're making a connection that goes beyond surface level attraction. But here's the thing, creating that kind of connection doesn't require a manual of dating tricks or over-the-top gestures. It's about the little things, the real intentional ways you show up and make someone feel seen and valued. In this video, we're diving into simple, meaningful tips to instantly capture his heart. Not by playing games, but by leaning into the kind of authenticity that makes a lasting impression. 1. Show genuine interest in his passions. Here's a little secret. Most guys love sharing what lights them up inside. Whether it's their favorite sports team, a niche hobby, or even that random thing they got into during quarantine. Taking the time to ask about those interests and really listen shows you care about who he is beyond surface level conversations. Let me tell you about my friend Ryan. On one of his first dates, he casually mentioned his love for hiking. His date didn't just nod along. She asked about his favorite trail, shared that she'd never tried hiking before, and even joked about how she'd need to borrow gear if they went together. That one conversation, it left such a lasting impression on him. It wasn't just that she listened, it was that she took an interest in something that actually mattered to him. When you show interest in someone's passions, it's not just about the topic, it's about what it represents. It tells him, I see you and I value what's important to you. 2. Use his name in conversations. Think about the last time someone said your name during a meaningful moment. Didn't it make you feel some type of way, like you were important? That's because hearing your name creates an instant personal connection. It's like a subtle reminder that you actually matter. Imagine you're telling him a story instead of just saying, you know what I mean? You drop his name casually. You know what I mean, Alex? It's such a small tweak, but it can change the entire vibe of the conversation. My friend James once told me that one of the things he found most captivating about his girlfriend was how she used his name effortlessly, even in casual moments. It made him feel like he had her full attention. Using someone's name in conversation shows intentionality. It's a simple but powerful way to make him feel seen and valued without overthinking it. 3. Be a great listener. Listening sounds so basic, right? But truly listening, like leaning in, making eye contact, and asking thoughtful follow-up questions is a rare skill that can make someone feel deeply connected to you. Let's say he's telling you about a tough decision he's facing at work. Instead of just saying, that sucks, you take it a step further. What are you thinking of doing? That sounds like a tough call. What's your gut telling you? Right? It's not about just solving his problem. It's about showing that you're genuinely invested in what he has to say. I had a buddy who once said he knew his girlfriend was the one because of how intently she listened to him. Weeks after a conversation, she brought up something he'd mentioned in passing and it floored him. It wasn't just her memory, it was the fact that she cared enough to remember. Guys, listening shows respect, empathy, and presence. It's one of the easiest ways to build trust and emotional intimacy. 4. Share a little vulnerability. Here's the truth about vulnerability. It's scary, but it's also magnetic. When you open up about something personal, a funny childhood story, a fear, or even a time you failed, it creates a space for authenticity and connection. I'll never forget this one date I had. She told me about how she completely bombed her high school talent show, but laughed about it like it was the best thing that had ever happened to her. That moment stuck with me because it was real. She wasn't trying to impress me or act perfect, she was just herself. Vulnerability is a two-way street. When you open up, it encourages him to do the same, creating a foundation of trust and emotional closeness. 5. Let him take the lead. Occasionally. There's something about letting him take charge once in a while that boosts his confidence and shows you trust his judgment. Maybe it's letting him choose the restaurant for a date or plan the weekend activity. Giving him the reins doesn't mean you're passive. It's about creating balance and giving him a chance to shine. I remember a friend whose partner would often say, "Surprise me," when it comes to planning dates. He loved it because it gave him the opportunity to get creative and show her a good time. Her excitement for whatever he planned made him feel appreciated and valued. Guys, letting him take the lead occasionally isn't about traditional gender roles. It's about showing that you trust and value his contributions. That's a big thing for men. 6. Celebrate the small wins. You know what's underrated? Celebrating life's little victories, like finding a great parking spot or finally nailing a tricky recipe. That kind of energy is contagious and it makes life with you feel fun and fulfilling. I once knew this person, someone who would get so excited about the tiniest things, and it's contagious. She'd cheer up like she'd won an Olympic gold medal whenever something went right, no matter how small it was. Her joy was so genuine that it made me appreciate the little things in life as well. I really treasured that. Celebrating small wins shows that you have a positive outlook on life. It reminds him that happiness isn't just the big moments, it's in the everyday ones too. 7. The way you treat others. Kindness isn't just attractive, it's magnetic. The way you treat people, even in passing interactions, says so much about who you are. I remember being out with someone who noticed our server seemed stressed. Instead of ignoring it, she asked how their day was going and left an extra tip. It wasn't a grand gesture, but it showed so much about her character. And honestly, that moment stayed with me far more than anything else that happened that night. Kindness isn't just about how you treat him, it's about how you treat everyone. When he sees that you genuinely care for others, it deepens his admiration for you. At the end of the day, capturing someone's heart isn't just about grand gestures or trying to be perfect. It's about the little things, the way you show interest, the way that you listen, how you laugh, and let him see the real you. Those moments, no matter how small, creates a connection that lasts. So, the next time you wonder if he notices the small things you do, trust me, he does. And it's these moments that make him appreciate you even more. Now, I want to hear from you. What's a little thing someone has done for you that made a big impact? Share your story in the comments below. I'll see you on the next one.